Hello everyone, welcome back to Ultra C. This is James here. Today we're going to be playing A Link to the Past because it's the best Zelda. I know, it's an unpopular opinion, but for me, it's just the best Zelda game. So yeah, I grew up with this game, and different Zeldas are great for different reasons. This is, always has been, and will likely always be my favorite. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I recently discovered there's this thing called a Randomizer, and it's a bunch of guys made a ROM hack and took the Japanese version of this game and made a few changes. So based on a seed that you can either have it be random or you can set what it is, it takes all of the chests in the game and moves them somewhere else. The chests are always still there, but what's inside is random. So like this is normally the lantern. Bam! It's money. That is not helpful. I mean, I'm gonna need it eventually, but this is, oh boy, that's not a good start. The other thing you'll notice up there is you can store up to just shy of 10,000 rupees. That's just because, based on things like that, you're gonna end up picking up so many more rupees than you normally would in any reasonable time frame. You really only need about 600 or 700 to complete the game, give or take, but it just lets you hold on to a lot more just in case. So the other thing is, this is the Japanese version of the game. Most people who use this randomizer are doing it in like races or speed runs, and the Japanese version of the game allows you to like skip a lot of text and whatnot, so it just speeds the entire process up. If you've never played this game before, I strongly urge you to go do it. This was on the Super Nintendo back in 1991. I was 91, 92. It said it right on the beginning of the thing, and I already forgot because memory. I was like 4 or 5 years old when this game came out, and it's just, this is the game that got me hooked on video games. Like, I played the original Zelda, and it was awesome. Whoops. But no game hooked me this strongly. Okay, I got the bow. Not the most useful thing in the world, but I mean, it's certainly better than not having it. If I can find some arrows, that would actually be pretty awesome. So yeah, with this randomizer, anything that's in a chest can be anywhere else. Any important item that's somewhere on the overworld that's just like sitting there can also be part of the randomness. So like you'll see like areas where there's supposed to be a heart piece just sitting on a ledge somewhere. Who knows? Maybe it's bombs. Maybe it's the Titan's Mitt. You just never know. Everything is just somewhere else. The exceptions to that rule are the way this ROM is built. The things like the keys are always somewhere. That's okay. So in every dungeon, there are always the correct number of keys. The map, the compass, and the big key are always there somewhere, so that you can't soft lock yourself. Everything else is fair game for moving. And that's because most dungeons do not require their treasure to complete the dungeon, and the ones that do, well, it's alright, you'll find the treasure somewhere eventually. If we're lucky, we'll find some cool things super early, like Titan's Mitt would be nice. The boots are always a really nice thing to find early. This here is the boomerang. Honestly, perfect world, this is either one of the two sets of gloves or it's bombs. It's a full heart. Okay. Then I get that just a hair early. That's... could be better. But yeah, like I was saying, this is easily my favorite Zelda, which I know is not a popular opinion, but this one, it just feels the most... it feels the most Zelda to me. As much as I'm loving Breath of the Wild, it is a little weird for a Zelda game, just because there's a lot of things that are missing from Breath of the Wild that have been in like every other Zelda game. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, Breath of the Wild is a fantastic game. It's the map. Woo. But it's just, like, there are no dungeons in Breath of the Wild, and that's... it's a little sad. But this isn't about Breath of the Wild. This is about Link to the Past, and this wonderful ROM hack that people have created. And someday I hope to actually start speedrunning this game. And the randomizers are just super fun, because, I mean, this is a game that I've beaten at least a dozen times over the past decade, just because anytime that I need something that feels nostalgic but is actually a good game, this is where I go. I mean, it's either this or Mario 3, or maybe Super Mario World. Just, the nostalgia factor is super strong. And it's just a solid game. I mean, these graphics are still fantastic. I mean, this is, you know, it's not the most beautiful thing in the world by today's standards. I mean, yeah, that's what we got Breath of the Wild for. But, you know, some older games, the sprites did not age well. And this one, this is still good. I'm not watching these sprites and cringing like in some other games. You know, you go back and try to play the original Paperboy, and it's just like, ooh, those are some rough sprites. You know, the nostalgia glasses let them get away with stuff, but you know, or like trying to go back and play any of the early 3D Sonic games, like. They're just bad. They were fine at the time, but they did not age well. This aged beautifully. You know, this era of Super Nintendo had a lot of games that the sprites aged incredibly well. That's part of why the Super Nintendo is just... Oops. I don't have any arrows. What am I doing? Super Nintendo was just like the most solid system for the longest time. But yeah, like I said, this is, even outside of the nostalgia glass aspect, this was... this is my favorite Zelda. It's gotta be the key, yep. I think Wind Waker would probably be the second favorite, which, again, also not the most popular opinion, but the game was a ton of fun. Shut up. I have to admit I still haven't played Twilight Princess yet, so I don't know where to put that on my list. Breath of the Wild is a fantastic game, and probably takes the number 3 slot just because of how good of a game it is. But it's not the best Zelda game necessarily. This right here is why I wish I had gotten some bombs. Because there's 3 chests back there, which could be anything. It could be more bombs. That's happened. This is... it's rude. So at some point I'll go and play Twilight Princess, and then I'm sure we'll have Breath of the Wild videos up at some point in the near future as well, because it is a fantastic game and does need... Well, it doesn't really need more love. The internet's giving it plenty of love as is, but you know what I mean. We're having fun playing it. We want to share our fun with you. That's kind of what we do. If we're having fun and you're enjoying watching it, great. Alright, so I already got the hunter, so this is 1 arrow. Well, guess I better make it count. Dang it. Alright, time for some overworld exploration. Woo-hoo! Normally, you go to Kakariko Village and go do some things there. That tells you where you're supposed to go. But I'm going to make a detour. Check out up here real quick. Normally, there's a mushroom growing in the forest. Today, we'll see what's growing. The way my luck on this randomizer's been going so far, it's probably not going to be anything to write home about. First, let's drop down here. Normally a heart piece. Today, it's money. It's gonna be a long game if they just keep giving me money. And instead of a mushroom, it's a heart piece. I mean, heart pieces are useful, so I'll take it. I'm certainly not gonna say no, but I need some better things. No, go away. Stop down over here. Go ransack the town. There's all sorts of overworld chests. For the sake of time today, we're just gonna check out some of the first few chests here. We won't go into any dungeons in this first video because, well, I mean, two of the dungeons we currently can't get into, and the third one doesn't have a whole lot for us to get outside of that early key. Early what? Words. Oh, the boots! That's a nice early find. Okay. Again, since this game is usually speedrunned? Words. Since this game is usually done as a speedrun, getting the boots early is something I need to get in the habit of being like, ah, goodness, yes. Gives me a couple options of things to do. More arrows, yay! But one of these needs to be bombs. Like, hearts are nice, but money's not. I mean, I'll certainly take a bottle, I'm not gonna complain, but I need bombs! I can't, like, do a whole lot without bombs. Or rather, there's a lot more that I will be able to do once I get bombs. Let's see, you normally have a bottle for sale. What are you selling? It's bombs! That is 3 bombs for 100 rupees. That is a ripoff. Pretty sure I can get 10 for 30 pretty much anywhere else in the game. But I did desperately need bombs, so take it. And more. That's rude, game. Put the bombs behind the bomb wall. Oh, Deus. Don't. This is gonna be a long one. Gonna be a jerk like that. Next, I'm gonna need the mirror to find the moon pearl. Just wait. Let's see. Let's see. Use one bomb over here. Get the cuckoo out of the way before he gets blown up. All right. Big money, no whammies. Big. I suppose I should have been more specific. Big whammies, no money would actually be more useful. All right, let's go over here. Maybe normally a bottle today. Money, grr! You need to stop, game. I mean, I'm going to need like 500 rupees eventually, but it just all right. Kid normally gives me a bug catching net, right? Bug catching net would be nice, and it's another bottle. That's okay. I've got 2 bottles, which is what I should have in a normal playthrough right now. So, as it turns out, I'm actually mostly doing a normal run at the moment. Like, most of this is stuff that I'm supposed to have, except I've now traded. I've got the bow a little early, and I've traded the boots for the boomerang, which is totally an upgrade. I will take that. Yay! So that means there's not a whole lot I can do out of sequence with this, although the heart piece there was technically out of sequence. Alright, rewards for doing the race. Normally it's a heart piece. This time it's still a heart piece. Okay. Ta-da! I mean, heart pieces are always nice, but it's definitely more useful if it had been something better. With the dash, I could. Oops. What am I doing? Can't go that way because I don't have the gloves. But there should be some rocks around here that I can smash. And bam! Oh, right, fairies. Nope. See, this may be one of my favorite games of all time, but my memory is not infallible. Oops. There's a couple of chests hiding behind Sahasrara. And then there's the ice rod that I could see what that's become. That's a long trek for. Oh no, there's more things down that way. Yeah, I understand the legend. Get the 3 pendants and get the Master Sword. Alright, what do we got? Anything exciting? Hey, Power Glove! That means I can go to a couple different places now. Alright, so I could do the dungeon while I'm here, but dungeon has, I think, just the one extra chest, which would be the big chest, which obviously doesn't have the bow, because I've already got the bow. I can go over here, and there's 2 items here that I can check out. Chest and heart piece normally. This time it's gonna be something good. Well, all right, is a heart piece in the chest? That's okay. That's a thing. But now I gotta go pull the lever and flood the thing, which drains the other thing. Come back out here. And money. I mean, now that I've got the power glove, this puts me real close to being able to go do the Zora waterfall. Oh boy. Nah. Ah, crud. Ugh. There we go. Taunting me. Alright, there we go. It didn't waste too many resources. Switch back to bombs. Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone. It's a secret to everybody. You actually gave me rupees. Alright, cool. Oh, the mushroom. Sweet. I can go talk to the witch. Maybe she'll give me something useful. And now I've got enough money for the moon pearl. Well, that... Moon pearl gives me access... Moon pearl with power glove does technically give me access to the dark world, but without the mirror, without the mirror, I'll do that again. Can't come back from the dark world in any way. Because of the potential for soft locking, the ROM hack does have a built-in safety in that I could save and load to come back from the dark world, but then I can't like bring anything with me that way, so I don't know how useful that would actually be. I mean, it gives me access to the dark world overworld, which is always nice. Alright, this is normally the ice rod. What do we have today? We have heart piece. I mean, this is helpful, I guess. I'm certainly not going to snub a heart piece. Oops. Alright, under the circumstances, we'll go check out the Zora waterfall first, because there's 2 or 3 items up there, depending on... I really need to stop doing that. Depending on our luck. Bink. Oh, there's also... You know what? This one's closer. Let's go to this first. There's some things over here. I'm pretty sure it's just money. But... Can't take Bags of rupees, don't tell anybody. Okay, so quickly go and check over here. Oops. And heart piece. Well, all right, that's fine. Heart pieces are still useful. I mean, it keeps me from dying. But I want stuff. I could. Oops. I'll take a brief second to find out what's on. God frick, dig it. It's a heart piece. Okay. So I don't have to come do this dungeon unless I get stuck. Not that I can currently do the dungeon anyway, because I don't have the book or the mirror. I just have no way of getting in there right now. Alright, to the waterfall! And that's pretty close to all that I have. Oh. Pretty close to all that I have left that I can do on the other wheel, I think. Oh, Dad, slow down. It's like I'm playing Breath of the Wild again. Oh, arrows! Whoop! Let's go give the mushroom to the witch. And we'll have to remember to check out the witch's hut on the way back. I've seen other YouTubers entirely forget how that section works. But, I mean, if you haven't played this game in forever, then it's real easy to forget things, so I certainly don't hold anything against anyone. That was less of a dig at someone and more of a, I need to not forget that that's a thing. Alright. Let's see what he is willing to trade for 500 rupees. In a perfect world, we get something like the mirror or the flippers, but it could be just a rupee, and that would be super sad. Oh, frick! God damn it! Man, I should have just kept my mouth shut. Oh, 500 rupees gets me a freaking 20 rupees. That's... Oh, the other pot's up there, but I can't get it without the boots. This rude game. Why you do this? Without the flippers, I can't even go in there. Oh, goodness, this is shaping up to be a pretty weird run so far. A couple of things out of sequence that are nice, but ultimately not helpful. And then a couple of really useful things that I'm missing. And it's bombs. I think that's that. Oh no, I can go into the castle. Go back into Hyrule Castle real quick. All right, and that'll be it for now. I'll go back into Hyrule Castle, explode the wall to see if there's anything useful there, and then end the episode right back here in the sanctuary. Let's hope for something useful. Not confident based on my... Alright, 3 chests. Eeny, meeny, miny, middle. Money. Oh! That's the ocarina. Okay, that does actually open up. What does that open up? I mean, it'll let me fly around, which is also useful for just moving. Speedrun mentality. It lets me get places faster. Ow. I'll be able to upgrade my bombs and arrows with that. I'll be able to... I'll be able to do a few things, but for the most part, I'm just gonna have to dive into a dungeon next. Yay! Alright, well, I feel like it's a good place to stop for now. Done most of the overworld stuff, and we'll just do more next time. So we're just gonna save it and quit it and all that jazz. And we will see you next time.